segment, Higher Motivation. Join us every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live. And every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Instagram Live via Golden Baby.
Welcome to BabeiTalk TV. Welcome to BabeiTalk TV. Welcome to BabeiTalk TV. BabeiTalk TV. Welcome to BabeiTalk TV. BabeiTalk baby. Yeah. Welcome to BabeiTalk TV. Talk, yeah. Talk. Welcome to BabeiTalk. BabeiTalk. Talk, BabeiTalk. Talk, baby.
Jamal.
You know, ever since I was a little kid, ASCAP always say you was different. Don't forget the gold. Yeah, I know, like, I'm cut from a different cloth.
Niggas ain't cut like me. Niggas ain't cut like me. But I got too far, I know I'm a star. You niggas can't fuck with me. Niggas ain't cut like me. Niggas ain't cut like me. But I got too far, they'll give up my spot. You niggas can't fuck with me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Lady seasoned the veteran, gang so sick, like please get the medicine. Here I come with the relevance, gotta be a real nigga, that's the main element. I'm in this room like an elephant. I'm a big problem to you little niggas. I make it do what it do, nigga. I'ma make a big boom at a moon, nigga. Call me AC, I ain't cool, nigga. I'm a big dog, kinda rude, nigga. Always gotta eat, that's the mood, nigga. You ain't seen a goblin or a goon, nigga.
You can tell the gang, give me back my dick. None of y'all niggas ain't rap like this. A lot of you niggas just wanna talk my shit, and some of you niggas just wanna fuck my dick. I can see the hate in the eyes. They don't really wanna see a nigga fly. They don't wanna see a nigga with a bust down. Streets fucked up, who I'm gon' trust now. Gotta get it, I don't really give a fuck now. Y'all niggas better go and sit the fuck down. I'ma do a little spin on the touchdown. Young nigga like, oh, I gotta bust down. Niggas ain't cut like me. Niggas ain't cut like me. But I got too far, I know I'm a star. You niggas can't fuck with me. Niggas ain't cut like me. Niggas ain't cut like me. But I got too far, you give up my spot. You niggas can't fuck with me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ain't shit changed but the hand on the clock. Nigga face score still good on the block. If you wanna holler, gotta meet me at the top. Cause a nigga gotta grind and a nigga won't stop. And you gotta know that I'm bad. You gotta know it's gon' smash. I'm coming with nothing but real shit. And niggas gon' know it's just that. I've been on my bullshit, time to get rich. And a nigga never gave me shit. I declare I'm the best. You niggas can rest and watch how this shit gon' shift. AC the greatest, yo, always the latest, yo, always the latest. AC the greatest, yo, always the latest. Yo, bitch, I'm the latest, ain't no debate in it, bitch. 22 years in this game, no lane. Ain't no debate, I ain't here for the fame. Do my own shit, no traffic in this lane. Niggas know I've been a shark in this game. I ain't gonna play, I ain't gonna fuck around. They know the voice, they know the sound. This shit is chess, niggas is pawn. I'm on my grass, no stakes in my
Niggas
lawn.
ain't cut like me. Niggas ain't cut like me. But I got too far, I know I'm a star. You niggas can't fuck with me. Niggas ain't cut like me. Niggas ain't cut like me. But I got too far, you give up my spot. You niggas can't fuck with me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey bro, let's get it. Welcome back for more BabeiTalk TV. I'm gonna take this mask off here in a minute. You hear me? I'm gonna be mask off in a minute. You dig what I'm saying? But you know I came in with the mask on. You hear me? Because I want to let niggas know what it is. You hear me? But it's back. We back for more BabeiTalk TV. It's episode 18. Tonight's topic is the greatest love of all. Y'all remember that Whitney Houston song? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the greatest love of all. That's what we're getting ready to discuss tonight. Listen, I got my brother in this joint. You hear me? Big Nate, dog. Nate De Niro. You hear me? TB. Trilla Benzo. Hey, what it do?
Yes, Lord.
And you know we got J Dog back here. What's up, Justin? Yeah. We came to kick it. Y'all know what it is. Listen.
Okay.
Well,
if we kick it, we're gonna end up breaking it.
That's how it's gonna go.
That's how it's gonna go.
That's how it's gonna go. All right. Listen, man. We're gonna jump right into the topic, man. It's a lot of things that I want to promote and talk to y'all about. But we're going to get to that near the end. Hopefully y'all like that new cut, man. Cut like me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't cut like me. Hey, for real, bro. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just got to come back and remind a nigga who started this shit. You heard me? Yeah. Let me take you back to the basics. Let me remind you who started this shit. All right?
Who was on American Idol season 4?
Look, this the truth, bro. You hear me? But I ain't come to brag or boast. You know what I'm saying?
I'll brag for you. That's all I do.
Thank you. That's why you here. Yeah, I appreciate you so much. My brother gonna do it for me. I ain't gotta.
I met you in 07, man. Like, yeah, pouring the Belvedere. AC baby, I call it no. I still say
you call it no. That's your song.
I still say we should get together and refilm that video. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, let's do. I ain't never filmed that video. What I did was kind of just a little, just something to throw out there. Cause I figure, you know what, the people that truly love me, they gonna watch the little rinky dink shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Holler at somebody like Tori or
for real,
or even Doc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a couple people reach out to me yesterday about the cut like me. Like, man, let me shoot that. For I ain't gonna charge you. I ain't gonna tell y'all who. But I had two big, they wanted to shoot. They ready to shoot that. So we about to do that, man. Cut like me, man. Listen, we getting ready to jump right into this topic, the greatest love of all. I'm gonna take this mask off here, y'all, and we gonna talk.
Okay.
All right, here I go.
That's the Lord.
Here I am, y'all. All right. Listen, man. What are you looking for? What do you desire? What are you lacking? Who do you desire? You see, we got a lot of voids to fill. A whole lot of things that we want or we looking for that we feel like we ain't got. Because if we had it, we wouldn't be looking for it.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be searching for it if we already had it or possessed it, right?
But most of the time, what you're looking for is right there. You have to look inside yourself.
There you go.
You have to look inside yourself. You hear me?
There you go.
You have to look inside yourself. Like if with a pure heart and a pure mind, you gonna succeed. Like everybody
Them
know.
Facts.
Everybody know that.
Come on, Michael, bro.
Everybody know that I was in a position of where I was. You know what I'm saying? Was facing my demons. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2-3 years clean now. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
So
praise God. You hear me?
Yeah.
For
nobody
real.
but.
Yeah.
So it's like during that time when I sit to try to learn myself, date myself, you have to ask yourself, would you marry you?
Right.
Would you marry you?
Ooh, that's a question.
Damn.
Would you marry you?
Turn me up a little bit.
I'm a handsome ass nigga now.
I'm talking about like your inside, like everything, like would you marry you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, the way you act and everything, like how you built. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of things that people don't do is being self-aware. You know, and
right. Facts.
Understanding that you have to watch yourself and see what you're doing so that you can change it, you know?
Right.
Because people get stuck in their ways. That's how people get turned to be like 50, 60, still doing some of the same childish shit they was doing when they was like, you know what I'm saying, 16.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? So, that's a great point. But the thing about humans is we're not going to fairly assess ourselves. You see what I'm saying? So we're relying upon that to be the only.
Just fine. We feel like
yeah, exactly. If we leave it up to ourselves, our shit don't stink, you know?
I thought I was just fine with the way I was doing. You know what I'm saying? All them years I was trying to find out how to do wrong right.
Right.
I'm 43 now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm 43 now, and I finally decided, look, it ain't no right way to do wrong.
Right.
There ain't no right way to do wrong. It's either
that or it's
black or white. It's either black or white.
It's just that, bro.
And in the process, it's just like my mind state changed. You know, I had to tell myself the girl that you need is the girl that you want to be with. it's not the one that you need. You know what I'm saying? When the time is right, God will send you one. He sent me one. I got a nice one too.
That's
and
good.
I always say,
Gallivantation.
we call my girl
Gallivantation.
Hey, Tiffany, baby. Hey, but look though.
What's up, Tiffany? How you doing?
Hey, so
shout out to Tiff who got him on lock.
got
him on lock.
Hey, look though, but I'm saying like the thing is, if a woman don't love God more than she love me, there's nothing that we can do.
Yeah,
because
that's a fact,
if you loving God more than you love me, you're gonna automatically fall in line.
Yeah,
with the readings and the words, you're gonna automatically fall in line.
That's true. That's true. All right, let's kick it. So look, it's gonna take millions of years and experiences to try and fill all them voids. All right, and the only way to fill them is with God. See, peace of knowing that He's there. He is your void filler. You will never in or outside of this life find a greater love than the love of God. The love that we receive from God. See, He didn't miss one part of life. Not one part of what you may face or go through in this life. He covered it all. He's always there through it all. See, a lot of people are afraid of coming or stepping into God's love because they know that God's love requires order. It comes with order. It comes with boundaries. See, to get this type of protection, this type of love, you got to do some things right.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people fear it. They don't go, they run from church because they feel like they too filthy to be in the church. But in actuality, the church wants you to come in filthy.
He married to the who?
I mean, honestly, I feel like ain't nobody worthy. Like, we all filthy going into the church. Like, not trying to be funny, but like in a way, like none of us are worthy. Even if you are a preacher or this, because it's like most preachers then been in the streets and did this and didn't change their life and became a preacher. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we all have been surrounded by sin. You know what I'm saying? Like that's facts. Like that's all this whole world is. It's a big ball of sin. This is basically Satan's playground. You know what I'm saying?
Say it. So you speaking it. You speaking.
That's real. That's real shit right there.
That's why you have freedom of choice. You hear me?
It is. That's a fact. You definitely got the will, the freedom to make that decision. What's up? Shout out to Tiffany.
We was talking about relationships. And I was telling about you. I'm on a talk show right now. I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. But listen. All right. So know that God's love comes with order. It comes to those who do the will of God. You know what I'm saying? Who are willing to do His will.
Yes, Lord.
All right. And as we spoke on last week, God is our Father. And the bloodline includes DNA. So when you think about that, you say, well, just like you, that y'all son and father, right? You exhibit qualities of your dad. We can't call God our father unless we willing to exhibit some of his qualities.
What's crazy is like I was talking about, like I talk about this all the time. Like just let certain things do. I'm gonna start from the most. The thing is that like some days I know he be feeling depressed because I be feeling messed up. So I have to, I call him, be like, I gotta shake because like I don't know why that is. Yeah. But it be days like you ever had days you know why you was feeling a certain way? Yeah. And it'd be like probably because either I was upset or your mom was upset, and it's just the energy and the DNA, and even we could be across town from each other. You gonna feel it, and people don't believe that. Mm-hmm. So like something simple as a Facebook post that I'm just going through. Sometimes I'll post something. He'll post something and I don't even know it's him. I just be reading shit and I'll be like, oh, okay. One time it was this dog on Facebook and I was like, I'm gonna call him Granite. So he turned around and said the same thing. He's like, you lying? You seen my post? No, I
didn't. Yeah, because like,
but see, that's what I mean.
So cold, like you know, like the little marble tables that got the little. Granite. It was just like
Granite.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what the baby say.
Granite. Granite. Listen to your daddy, boy. No.
Granite.
Super baby.
That was a smart baby.
Smart baby. Super baby.
Yeah, but I mean, just like certain things, though. You know what I'm saying? We had the same little energy, you know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to music, he got that. He got it. You know what I'm saying? But his is a step above. You know what I'm saying?
So all that to say, his love requires. His love requires a little bit of work.
Peace, patience, and persistence.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It requires us
to exhibit some of his qualities, some of this Christ-like behavior.
Right.
At least sometimes. See, the love we seek from others in this world always comes with a price. Now, when you think about the love that we seek from God, Christ has already paid that price.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about the price. You see what I'm saying?
Price been paid.
The price been paid. It's already been paid with Christ paid it with his life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So loving takes a lot of energy. So we need someone to be able, we have to be able to see the benefit of love. And I think we deserve that in loving somebody because it takes an excess amount of energy, and you know what I mean? It takes work to love. You know, and a lot of people don't truly know what that is, what it is. You know, we're getting a lot of false love out here from individuals who say, I love you, but don't act like it. Don't treat us. You see what I'm saying? Don't show it.
Yeah.
And so how can you say you love me?
But you showing something.
And see, a lot of people don't understand the only way to get in a line with truly knowing what love is to get in a line with loving God. Because God is love. And that is the true definition of real love. You see what I'm saying?
Self-love.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So yes, love should be beneficial. I'm going to say it. You got to benefit from who you loving.
Nah, that's true.
I feel like, and you know, a lot of people like, they beneficial.
It ain't financial.
It comes with a lot more than finance, like you said, bro.
It's not financial because love can have you depressed.
Yeah.
Love can have, like, people done died for love because of love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a deep emotion, man. And leave you in that space hood, boy, trying to come up out of
it's
that.
Easy to turn it's easy to turn it on.
But
you
it's
turn
hard
love
to
on,
turn it
off.
Boy. Ooh, you speaking of
and that lust,
facts.
And like you can feel that lust.
And
like
love.
I heard you say something about desire. Like something about that word desire. Desire means like, okay, I'm married, but I desire her for this other chick for some reason.
Yeah.
Desire to me fades away.
Yeah, it does.
It's like that desire would diminish, but it has to be something set in stone.
And that's why I use that a lot when I speak of us. You know what I mean? In our humanly form. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. We desire. It's our want for ourselves, not God's want for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's a desire more than a need.
I used to tell them when they was younger, they be like, I want ain't nothing but a feeling that'll go away, but a need gonna be there forever.
Yeah. Just like happiness. Momentarily. You know? But joy.
It start with yourself though. Like it took me like you have to be happy within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can be unhappy with yourself and don't know the cause of your own actions. You have to pay attention to yourself.
Facts. For
real. Like everything, sometimes you think you overthinking, you might just not be thinking enough.
That's true. That's a great point. Yeah. That's an amazing
like you
point.
get that feeling like somebody might be cheating and then like 5 years down the line, I remember that day. I sure was right.
Like
you know
I should have,
that intuition.
Yeah, you're right. That intuition a mug too. And God don't give you that for nothing. That wisdom. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't tap in and follow it enough.
And when you anointed,
you gotta tap in with your energy. I'm a big energy person. You know what I'm saying? Because if you master your energy to a certain point, it's gonna come natural. You're gonna feel it. Like when I'm around certain people, you know, like, and it's not to say like I don't like people or I judge you, but if I'm around somebody, I'm like, nah, this ain't.
You ain't feeling it.
Right.
This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Because
you the only one in the library talking loud. I don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your energy off. You know,
your
I'm a
energy
big energy
off.
person. Like I like being like linking up people. Like the energy just feel good. It feel like it's
genuine.
It fit.
Yeah, it
fit.
And you ain't trying to. You ain't trying to force. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta force it.
You ain't extra with it.
You know.
Right.
You know when you mess with somebody.
Just like bam. Like for example, like when I first started working at Six Flags, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just this. What was it? It was like my second season.
Yeah.
It was this girl or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't. I got
you so silly.
No, you know, or whatever. Long story short, you know, this little chick, you know what I'm saying? She was cute or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And we was just talking or whatever, and then what she said, she was like, "I can't stand you." I'm like, "Why?" She was like, "Because like we just clicked like that, like
so
we just
easy.
Because we just."
It's natural.
Easy to talk to.
It's natural.
Real,
yeah.
It just
Because you're a genuine person.
People,
I
you know
keep
what,
that
though?
from the top.
People turn
you know what
down.
I mean? Like for real,
People
bro.
turn like I was like all my life like I would end up with this person, that person, even if it's a friend, lover, or indifferent.
Yeah.
Because like in your mind, you know, you be like, oh, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
you don't know what you're missing.
Facts.
And some people can stand on like you don't know what you're missing. I'm just like I know what type of heart I got.
Right.
I don't know what type of heart I could. Like I could be as mean as I am nice, but I prefer to be this humble.
This nice, humble, gentleman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Don't make me nigga act like a nigga now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, baby. Let me act. Let me be a gentleman. You know.
Right.
I feel you. So love takes an excess emotion, excess energy. So yes, it should benefit oneself. See, God love benefits us in many ways. He forgives our sins. He heals the diseases of the world. He redeems our lives. He crowns us with compassion. He satisfies our desires with good things. He makes his ways known to us. He does not treat us as our sins deserve. Or woe if God treated us the way we deserve to be treated. Now imagine that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So we ain't really getting what's even due to us. What's fair?
It goes back to like the Bible. Let's say take the Bible for instance. If you're just going off of this natural Bible basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Yes, sir.
That's why they had the Old Testament, which was the wrath of God.
Yeah.
The wrath
and you
of God.
can see that all through the Old Testament.
Yeah, that's a book for you.
Hey, man, look.
You can make a movie out of it, you know what I'm saying?
The Old Testament alone, you ain't never lied, bro. I always say, man, and people say it's done away with, but I don't feel like everything in that Old Testament is done away with either.
Right. I mean, like,
because a lot of them points are still very, very valid. Now, granted, like you said, some of it was a little harsh.
Right.
A little harsh. Behead him.
Some stuff is missing. I feel some stuff is missing out the Bible as well.
It's a lot missing.
We ain't never gonna know it. The whole.
We ain't gonna
never. But see, that's the beauty of it to me. The mystery.
Your faith and what you believe.
Your faith. You see what I'm saying? That's what really shows, measures your faith.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't know, how well you can walk in not knowing. Because you don't have to be sure. You just have to be sure of God.
Like, a lot of times I find myself in this list. It's a state where I be like, who created? Like, I be in awe. Who created this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You thinking about it. Like
damn, like all this, who created? You know what I'm saying? Gave people the power to do all this.
Yeah.
Somebody had to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, it didn't just. The universe didn't birth this. I
get to thinking out the box. I'd be thinking Earth started it up there and ended up down here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was getting closer to hell.
Yeah. It could be very, you know what I'm saying? That could be true.
That's why we got aliens and extraterrestrials, because people,
they
don't get deep with it.
But see, that's the thing, bro. We don't know.
We don't know.
That's a very valid point. That could be true.
Right.
Some truth to that. You know what I mean? Like real
I don't
talk.
take nothing for granted. You know what I'm saying? I believe in spirits that haven't left, that ain't rest. You know what I'm saying? Their soul ain't rested yet.
Okay.
I believe in all that. You hear me? I respect the dead.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's many benefits to God's love. Like I said, if He treated us as if we like we truly deserve, man, we'd be in bad shape for real. So
extremely bad.
He's also rich towards us with abundant forgiveness, mercy, and grace. It never runneth out. But just because it never runneth out doesn't mean you should take advantage of it. You see what I'm saying? Don't overdo it just because you have that leverage.
You sinning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're trying to over sin.
Yeah, exactly.
like I'm one of them people that like, I could be walking with the homeboys and like I know back in the day I'd be walking. Like everybody did it when you walk past the church. You be like, this MF, and you be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
God.
my bad.
I'm sorry, God.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I done did some bad things. Lord forgive me. Hey, I done did some bad things on church lot. I sold some drugs. I had some sex. Father forgive me. But then when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? We all do crazy stuff. Sometimes.
I done got it on in the church once upon a time. So.
Hey, I was just saying that. I was on the parking lot. That was probably one of my first experiences.
She said, "This is not the."
Hey, let me not even. This ain't the platform for all that. I'm testifying. I'm getting it off. I don't mind. I'm cleansing the air.
We on the show, so it's baby gangster talk.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta go through these stages. Lord forgive me. He know,
but
man.
The thing is,
He know my
I
heart.
can say that I went all through that to get her. Like they say, it ain't without a
hallelujah,
without a
hallelujah.
test.
Thank you, Father.
Without a test, you do not have a testimony.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm glad that I went through what I went through. So that he ain't got to continue going where you know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
Go through what he went.
Absolutely.
Even though, like as a parent, you don't think about it. Like I'm gonna tell you, my homeboy Trust told me one time that made me think. Like
shout out to Trust, man.
My kids was upset about something, and like I think it was him, and I was like, man, he always upset. He got an attitude about something. I said he a kid. He ain't got no problems. He said for 1 second, don't you ever think kids don't have problems? Kids don't have problems. Yeah. And then it made me think that like, okay,
that's a great point.
I'm not the best father that I could be. That could be one of the problems.
One of the things that I'm not, but that's okay because you know what? That's the beauty of life. Also, it's so many keys and points to it. It's like you know, you got people surrounding you. Like we still raising ourselves in the midst of raising our children. We still learning, and our children help to raise us to make us better people, to get us to that point. Also, like
him doing music was one of the reasons I stopped. Really left the streets alone from him.
Yeah,
like when
so
he
you
started doing music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
we want to give our all, put our all into our children.
That's why I be on his head about doing this music.
Yeah, that's real talk, man. You know,
I'd be like, what if I just gave up and be like, fuck it, I'm going back.
Yeah. But
I know I ain't gonna do it though.
Amazing point though, because like I said, some of my greatest lessons I learned after having my first child, and then my second. You know, still learning lessons and things that God taught. And you know, one of the things that I could never do is look in my kids' eyes and not know where their next meal coming from, or you know what I mean, things like that. Like man, that hurt me to my heart to be look in my baby's eyes and they want to eat and can't feed them. Or they, you know what I mean? Like things like that. So as parents, we got to go
above and beyond.
Yeah, to make sure that things like that never happen. They never occur. You know, because the kids deserve so much more. They deserve a chance. You know, a chance that maybe we didn't have. But we gotta like, show them something
honestly,
better.
I think I'm still learning for the simple fact that I was cool with being on the streets, deep in the streets and doing whatever come with the streets. I was cool with that because I knew my kids was going to be okay because they was with my mama and my stepfather. You know what I'm saying? My selfishness didn't kick in mentally. You know what I'm saying? It was more like I'm thanking God for my parents, you know, being there.
But at the same time,
I'm not asking God to help me be there with them.
Right, because because really it was your responsibility.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you got complacent with knowing that they would be there. And so it made it easier, more cushion to do the things you want to do in life.
So when my mama go off on me, or you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we all been there.
She's like, go off on me, you need to do this, or she go off. So I got, you know what I'm saying, gotta let it slide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Shit, we all get the moments we want to drop our kids.
Yeah, but
I don't have many options like that. You know what I mean? Right, I'm kind of it's a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? Because I look at it like I'm a little different. Like my mom, they didn't let us do sleepovers and shit like that. You know, you can go to the party, but baby, I'm picking your ass up when this shit is all. I don't trust the people. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Nowadays, you don't know what people. All right, well, I appreciate y'all stopping.
No, I'm just saying, like, not now. I'm just saying I gotta get my daughter. My mama said she can't.
But I was saying, like, you know, nowadays you don't know what people are capable of and what people do in their homes. You know, these women, you drop your babies off with the woman, you know, and her kid, and the kids go to school, but she got a nigga running through the house that do whatever, that control her.
Selling
so
drugs.
you control the baby, but you're being controlled by a nigga. So the nigga really control the house.
Exactly.
So whatever goes. So when I drop my child off, they going through whatever your kids go through.
Right.
You know, and I don't
doing
want
whatever your kids doing.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I never really been into that type of thing.
Like my mama, she the type of person that like, I gotta meet, you know what I'm saying? I gotta meet the parents. I gotta know where you're going to sit today with her grandkids. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a driller.
Old school.
I'm a driller. Hey, my mama was like that too. Let me talk to him.
All right.
Hey, run him down. You hear me? Hey, damn, it took a lot to get you out. I don't want you to pick your ass up no more. I don't even want to go out with you.
They used to hate it. They used to hate it when like the niggas come get me like 8 o'clock. Trusting them come get me by 8 o'clock. This was when we was in high school and shit.
Yeah.
I gotta be in the house by 11. They don't even want to come around.
They don't even want to fuck with you, bro. This thing gotta go in too early. You mess up the whole party.
Saints don't let out till about what?
Yeah, and then you probably got in trouble a lot of the nights. Because you ain't finna go in all the time, bro. I can't do this every day, bro. No, sir. I'm not missing it. I thought I was grown. I got put out at 17, 18.
Man,
that's crazy,
I'm
bro.
out here.
Yeah, man.
Well, I can sell drugs and do what I want to do.
And that's the thing. Life will take us so many different ways, man. But without God's unwavering, unfailing love, we could never have gotten through many of these days that we have made it through. Without the love that God has for us.
Unconditional.
The unconditional. Never wavering and unfailing. Now think about that, because
what they call that agape love. It's just
agape.
Agape love.
Man, it don't get no greater. You know? So with all these things, you know, don't you want to indulge in an unfailing love? I don't know about you, but I do. Psalms 103 verse 1 through 2 says, "Praise the Lord, my soul, all my inmost being. With my soul, all my inmost being, and praise his holy name. Praise the Lord, my soul, and forget not all his benefits." See, oftentimes we take God's love for granted. Many times we take his love for granted. 1 John 4, 8 through 16 says, "He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. And he have known and believed the love that God had to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him." So we was just saying that. See, love is God's very nature. It's what makes him who he is. And God is love in the fullest conceivable form. 1 John 1:5, "This then is the message which we have heard of him, and declare unto you that God is the light, and in him is no darkness at all." See, all things come into the light. Everything come back around full circle.
Yeah.
And we know throughout our lives many things change. But one thing that never changes is the love that God has for us. It has never changed. It has never failed. It has never wavered. So when the world continues to let us down or fail us, God's love remains consistent in our lives. Now there's a flip side to this. We must also remain consistent in God's life. See, a lot of time we take the responsibility off ourselves because God is this ultimate being, and we think that God just gonna do everything. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta do some work too.
That's why Hebrews 11:1 is faith.
That's
the
it.
essence of things are hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Not seen. That's right.
So you have to have faith in everything you do. You can have this amazing talent of whatever your talent is.
Whatever you do.
You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, you can pray to God. Okay, God, help me be able to hit these backflips.
Right.
But if you don't go, you don't
go
go
practice.
You don't go practice.
Work on it. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna do itself.
It's not. And then the longer you stay away,
and then fear's gonna consume you too. Fear gonna begin to kick in and take over, and because
what I learned, fear is false evidence appearing real.
That's right.
False evidence appearing real.
And it really is those that haven't tried.
Right. So with the fear, you turn that around and it's fix everything and recover.
There you go. Ooh, I love it. Yeah. I love it. Hey, he's spitting on Baby Talk TV, man. It's episode 18, man. If you're just now joining us, stick around. We're talking about the greatest love of all, God's unwavering and unfailing love, one that we can't get in this world. We looking for it, we desire it, but we can't get it. Now let's move a step further.
I had to tell him, I was like, I listen to just about every song you do. Do you trip off how you say something about God, no matter what it is? It's like every song, every song he got. It's a.
But that's good. That's good because it all comes back to God. I don't care what you're doing in life or how you doing it. You got to take God with you. See, in every lesson, there's a blessing. But you gotta get what God is trying to show you.
Did I send you this song? What'd you say? You say, God say, hold on, I'm going to send you your blessing. I just, hey, look,
you got to send me that. You got to send me that.
You got it.
You got to send me some music for the playlist, bro, to send on my show. Send me some music, bro. I got you.
I just sent it to you.
You sent it to me?
Before we even started. It's on there, under BKNS Music.
We out of here, too.
It's on the BKNS Music at gmail.com.
I'm definitely going to pull it up.
I sent you my song, too.
Yeah, for sure, man. Look. We got Trilla Banzo and Nate De Niro in the building, man. Y'all know. Make sure y'all tuning in to Broken Knob Society. Y'all can tell them when it come on. Broken Knob Society.
Every Saturday from 3 to 5, man.
Okay.
This week we got a Marathon Unity Cipher.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I don't know if I think I sent you the flyer.
You sent me something.
He trying to get me to freestyle.
Yeah, like bring your own
yeah.
beat. Bring your own beat, pull up the beat and do your thing.
Boy, don't get me started. Hey, you know what? It's crazy.
16.
I done got cold at freestyling. I never was a freestyler, but it's something now like that just clicked in my mental like I could do this real flawlessly. You hear me? Only because I'm too smooth anyway with my words. I'm a shit talker, and it should never be a time I can't say what I feel. You hear me?
100.
And so that's why it's easy to me now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just spitting the facts of life, shit. You
gotta be able to write a story in your head.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's good to do like conceptual freestyle. Somebody throw you a concept, and you see how well you can focus on that one concept, and you practice doing that more and more. You're gonna get great. Cause I just started practicing with myself, man. And hey, man, lo and behold, I'm a beast.
Okay.
Hey, look, but so we know throughout our lives many things change, but God's love never does. And when the world continues to let us down or fail us, God's love remains consistent in our lives. Now, there's a flip side to this because we must also remain consistent in God's life, in God's love. And we must delight ourselves in it. See, that's the problem. In order to reap the benefits, we have to truly delight ourselves in God's love. And a lot of people do it like it's a chore. That's the problem. I'm tired of people acting like praising God or serving God, it hurts. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. Why are you making it like it's a chore? It's a privilege more than it is a duty or a chore. It's a privilege to serve the Lord. And we're not looking at it the right way, and that's the problem. Like, perception is what drives our lane. You know what I'm saying? Our life. And if we change our thinking, we can change anything. We'll change our course. But the course we're on is set that way because our mind is set up that way. You know what I'm saying?
You got the key, AC?
I think I dropped it in the box over there.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that's kind of the odd shaped one. Got a little like come out to the sides a little more. Yeah. All right, so some people make serving God feel like it's more of a chore. But if it should feel good to you, you should delight in his love. Because if he has love for you, then it will never die. It will never change. And that's a privilege. He will never stop loving you. It is only one person in the world who can change that, and it is you.
That's facts.
The only way God gonna stop loving you is if you stop loving him. If you turn your back on God, that's a natural, you know what I'm saying, reaction to that. Naturally, I can't do nothing but walk away from you because you've already walked away from me. I'm not going to stand here and watch your shadow go that way. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're not coming to me. You're walking further away from me.
Right.
So I'm going to leave you in the midst. And that's just what God does. You know what I'm saying? We the only people that can change God's love for us. Until we do that, it's unconditional, it's unwavering, it's unfailing. So for the women or men out there that think abuse is love, let's talk about this. 1 John 4:18 says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. So for women and men that believe that a man or a woman hitting on you or abusing you is some form of love, it's not. It's manipulation. It's narcissistic. It's I don't know if I said manipulation. It's abuse. It's wrong. And that is not truly love. Somebody that love you is not going to harm you, doesn't want to do harm to you.
Because they going to show it. You know?
Right. They want to see you at your best. They want to see you exhibiting beauty. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that loves you.
On you to
that's
to
right.
do your best. They going to be on your ass.
Yeah, they gonna make sure you revealing that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. You gotta definitely be able to see and to realize when you need to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because a lot of people, they get caught up in this trying to fix this, relationship or whatever you got going on, and that's just
And all the signs are there. Your friends be telling you, your family, everybody hate them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody come around no more for real because the nigga, he always there. You know what I'm saying? And his energy's fucked up. He cause a problem. Exactly. Yeah. So nobody wants to be around him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when that begins to happen, we got to reevaluate what's going on in our lives. And we got to want more for ourselves ultimately. That's why it breaks down to the love that we have. Yeah. Not only the love that God has for us, but the love that we have acquired for ourselves.
And that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to tell people, if you don't love yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing that my grandfather, God rest his soul, like reiterated to me. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about his relationship with my grandmother, you know? Right. You gotta love yourself first. Like that's where it starts. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't try and meet up in the middle, and because your energy not gonna be right. Then you're not gonna give your full fledged self because you are. It's just not.
And the main part of what you saying is. In not doing. What's up, Trust? What's up, my brothers? Y'all just walking in the studio, y'all. What it do? Look. Listen, we have to be the ones to set the example that we want to see. You see what I'm saying? If we can't require something for ourselves from others that we are not willing to give to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Or do for ourselves in that sense. Okay? So for women and men, like I said, that's not love, that's abuse. Y'all can sit down if y'all want. Join us.
You know, join the
all right. So for God hath given us the spirit, had not given us the spirit of fear. 11 Timothy verse 1:7 says, For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. See, God's power overcomes the ultimate source of fear, who is the devil. Right? His love casts out fear itself. The sound mind of Christ prevents the fear from coming back. And God's love covers a multitude of sins.
Hey.
Now, we'll never find true love anywhere else because no one else is capable of loving us the way that God is. And we can't get this kind of love from these mistake makers in the world.
Right.
So, for all that God does for us, we have to give some things back.
Of course.
He doesn't even ask for much. We're complainers. We're backsliders. We're sinners. See how I slid twice? We're backsliders. Hey, look. So what does God want from us? He wants us to accept his son, Christ, as our Savior. That's number one. Because you can't get to God without going through him.
Facts.
They're not, baby. I don't know why they off. I'm going to have to fix that. I have no clue. That's a good question. He wants us to accept his son, Christ, as our Savior. He expects us to give our lives to him. And by doing so, develop the characteristics of Christ. Remember we talked about his DNA. You don't call yourself my son or my daughter, my child, or don't call me your father if you're not willing to act like me. You got to exhibit my qualities. I don't notice, I don't recognize you as my child.
What's that you used to say? You trying to get to the
God, we don't.
Yeah, to say the God version of us.
Yeah, the God version of you. You know, like that.
Right there, you go.
Yeah, that's the perfect. You know, because it all ties in together for the simple fact that it's self-explanatory. Then you got that's the best version of you. Whether if it's you want to physically, you know what I'm saying, have your body right, mind right, and how you talking and thinking and how you treating other people, because all that's gonna apply. You know what I'm saying? Around you, because the people gonna change around you.
That's a fact.
As if you change, you know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, like I said, God don't even want much for us. He doesn't even ask for much, But for us to develop and grow in our relationship with Him. And do you know what this does for your life? He wants us to allow Him to lead, allow Him to be the head of our lives. And sometimes we got to get out of our own way in order for this to occur. Things of God are truly, because everything of God is truly simple. You know what I'm saying? Simple to understand. We do it to ourselves.
Be your own worst enemy.
We are our own worst enemy. See, the struggles we face are because of us or what we have allowed into our lives.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? People are not there just because you let them in.
Right.
You
like,
let them in.
As you level up in life, the people you'll slowly see the people that you're around leave. You know.
Yeah, they start to depart because they can't keep up. And when they ready to elevate to that level, then they may or may not come back. But by then, you could be further gone, further along.
Hold on.
So the more God we put into us, the more God begins to come out of us.
Ooh.
You understand? Like for real. You know, when you get tired of listening to the hymns, pray. When you get tired of praying, talk. You know, whatever it is, just change it up, but keep God in your spirit all through the day because it keeps you self-corrected. It keeps you reminded that, hey, my Father is watching me. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I stand in correction in regarding to my ways all day long.
Right.
When I wake up, I set the tone with God. I pray. I thank the Lord when I wake up. That way my day is not just carried by destruction. Because when we forget to acknowledge God in the morning, then anything can happen. Our day, we susceptible to anything when we walk outdoors. We don't know what's going to overcome us. What's going to turn that corner. You know, so if we stand in God's presence, you see what I'm saying? Remain right there with him.
Yeah,
you can't never go wrong. I don't care what you doing, how you doing it. Because he'll correct that even eventually if you're not doing the right thing. See, I'm telling you, I really need to get some things off my chest.
Okay.
I got a book coming called The Horror Stories. I've been through some phases. It ain't horror like that. It's horror, like horror.
Yeah. The horror stories.
The horror stories, like for real.
Lord.
But there's some shit, some real shit though. You hear me?
Yeah.
That a lot of women have been through and we don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the shit in third person, but a lot of this shit is real. You understand what I'm saying? It's real life shit that really has occurred. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, man. It goes deep, man. But you gotta take them with you. See, even when I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing, I still carried God along with me because in doing that, I was still pouring him into me. Mm-hmm. No matter what I was doing or engaging in, he was still right there with me, never left my side, and I continued to pour God into me. And the more I continued to pour God into me, the more that God just naturally began to come out of me. I didn't even have to try hard. It was just like my second nature, natural. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Spiritual awareness, as a person, spiritual awareness is one of the best things you can do for yourself.
Man.
Because it teaches you how to be humble. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It teaches you how to, in essence, love thy neighbor. And when I say love thy neighbor, I need to use that term very loosely because you don't have to be around somebody.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
them facts.
Like I tell them all the time, fear none, respect all. You don't have to like that person. You know what I'm saying? Fear none,
big
respect
facts,
all.
bro. Hey, that's a great point.
And it's like, I'm going to love my neighbor by loving myself enough to stay away from that person.
That's right.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
Lead them where
I'm doing you and myself good by doing that. You see what I'm saying? Because you might get fucked up. Because you might get fucked up. So I'm doing,
then I be
you know
doing
what I'm
both
saying?
of us a disservice.
Real shit, bro. Yeah, for real. That's some real shit right there, huh? Yeah, hold on. Come on, join. I've been telling y'all come sit down. Y'all tripping. We having conversation over here. This real. Hey, this is real spiel. Hey, look. So walk like him. Try to talk like him, and eventually it's gonna be your natural form, right? But we're more powerful than we give ourselves credit for, than we perceive a lot of times, right? And it all just starts with your thinking. You see what I'm saying? Your perception. See, we have to allow positive thinking to work for us. You understand what I'm saying? It'll work for you if you use it. You see what I'm saying? What you put off in the universe is going to return to you. So if you're just a negative Nancy all day, and that's all you do is, you know what I'm saying?
That's why the angels won't come around.
I tell them all the time, speak those things that are not as if they are.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
yeah.
It's like with his music, he'd be like, man, it ain't tight enough. I say, man, do this shit. You know what I'm saying? You write up one song 30 times.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know I used to be like that too.
Yeah, it's
but because you're your worst critic.
Yeah, because I try to hold myself to a certain standard for the simple fact that when I hear a song that's like good or I think it's cold or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, they doing something because they right here, but I had to learn. Like I can't compare myself to
what I was
somebody
gonna
that's
say,
in a
like,
different.
You're not measured by another man. You can't measure yourself off of because everything inside of you is completely different.
I used to do like
You see what I'm saying?
Cause I'm still that nigga though. Like
But me and Trust had a group in high school, and I used to be like, damn, that nigga cold. And he's like, but you say you can't trip off of Molly because we do two different. You know what I'm saying? We got two different types of styles.
We do two different things.
We
you know, we in a whole different lane.
He said you can't trip off of what I'm doing.
You want to speak on anything while you
Oh no, I'm tapping in with you.
You just tell me.
I feel like this. Are y'all familiar with the term how words have power?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
Absolutely.
when,
I'm glad you speaking on that.
we all know about your chakra, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got to protect your chakra by what you put out of this earth and what you get back. You know, energy don't never leave. It just go from place to place, right?
You can't destroy it.
All right, so
Can't be created or destroyed.
right. So when you got somebody that's moving on a negative frequency,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I was just telling my mans this about, you know, by telling them, man, take your flowers while you got them, while
That's
somebody
right.
giving them to you. So getting back on the subject, when you moving on a negative frequency, you know, we say shit like, you know, God did it. And,
Man,
you know, but
that's powerful.
here's the thing though, you know, God is the full overseer.
Yeah.
And then you have everything else that's out here that helps you make decisions because he give you the choice to choose where you're going, right?
Right.
So you have angels, you have demons, you have
Right.
spirits, you have intuition, you have discernment. You got all these things that take place in your decisions
Hallelujah.
of how you move and navigate through this world, right? So I say that to say, like, if you see somebody like, can I speak candidly?
Speak.
You see somebody on that bullshit, right?
Right.
Some in you tell you like, probably don't need to go over that way, right? You know what I'm
You
saying?
just spoke on it.
Yeah, that could be your spirit telling you that. That could be your intuition. That could be your experience.
But give a thought to it.
All that.
Always.
Oftentimes, what happen is, you know, your inner spirit, your chakra, all these things is telling you what you need to do.
I done ended up locked up so many times, but not listening to my first mind.
Right, and we choose not to, and we do the other, and then you get that hard lesson. And I'm a firm believer. I always say this all the time. You know, some lessons cost a little, some cost a lot.
Yeah.
But it's gonna cost you.
Hey, but we was just talking about that. Hey,
Flat out.
what's your name, my brother, for the camera?
Oh man, this is aka Big Broski.
All right, big bro. All right, listen, man. Y'all been tuning in to BabeiTalk TV episode 18. As y'all know, man, we got the next show coming on. We do this every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure y'all join us, man, if y'all really want some real conversation. You know, I don't know what the next man or woman doing out here, but I know I'm doing God's work. This episode was entitled The Greatest Love of All. And you can't get a greater love. You know what I'm saying? As my brother was saying, what you put out in this world shall return to you. If you desire true love, first love yourself and look to God for truth. Remember last week we spoke of truth being its own frequency. It's on its own frequency. That's why you can feel it like that. That's why you know when it's right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got its own frequency.
And let me say one more thing.
And you can communicate with God.
You ain't got to tell them. You ain't got to tell the motherfucker that you real. I'm real this. I'm real that.
Facts.
Your actions gonna show.
They gonna speak for
itself.
themselves. You right.
hear me?
You right.
I'll fall back off you quick.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
No, some real shit.
Hey, 80% of the world is bullshit.
Hey, I swear to
Flat
God,
out.
he ain't never lying. That's the truth.
Is bullshit.
Yeah.
You got 10% that are real, and then you got the rest of it.
They just don't know. They
questionable,
confused.
miscellaneous. It could be wherever the fuck the wind blow. They gonna go with that shit.
Yeah, real
So,
shit.
but here's the thing, and I like to refer back to what Charlamagne say all the time. You know, nobody like the truth when the lie is so entertaining. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just what
Right.
it is. We live in a day and age where, you know, you got social media and shit out here where a motherfucker be anything they want to be.
Everybody lying. Nobody really showing they failures. Ain't nobody posting they failures.
You know what I mean?
You know. But honestly, that's the trick to always looking good. You don't come outside till you got it. You know what I'm saying? I told nigga that a while ago. Nigga be like, damn, man, you be ballin'. No, nigga, you just don't see me when I'm broke. I don't show my face when I'm broke, nigga. You ain't finna see me out here like that, because I ain't asking a nigga for shit. You hear me? Hey, but look, man, it's Baby Talk TV. We got to wrap this thing up. I love y'all as always, man. When two or more in the midst right here, God is right here with us, man. That's all we do. Hallelujah is praise God right here on this show, man. We talk about real concepts that mean something that hopefully we can attribute and put into our stride and work with one another to begin to build in our communities, make a better and more comfortable and safe and more aware world for these children, Lord, more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Lord, we love you. We appreciate everybody viewing. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, FB. I appreciate all my brothers stopping through. Baby Talk TV, episode 18. We closing out. The greatest love of all. Go check us out.
All right.